Hey, so today we are going to do a full cost breakdown of our Carnival Conquest trip. So that includes anything related to it. That includes our airfare, any cash spent, everything. So we're going to start with the airfare, which was $694. It was $347 a person, and that was with us flying from Detroit to Miami, and we flew Delta Comfort Plus. Second was our pre-cruise hotel. We flew in the day before so that we can be well rested for our trip on Friday. So we came in on a Thursday, and that ended up being $0. We stayed at the Hampton Inn and Suites Miami Brickell Downtown Hotel, which is a really nice hotel. I would suggest that for anyone. I used points, my Delta Sky Miles points, so the $50 for just the fees, and I put that on my Delta Amex card, which they gave me a $50 credit because I did that. So that ended up being $0. Our Carnival Conquest 3-day cruise was $938, and that was staying Friday through Monday. We had a balcony room, which was $744, which includes the cruise fare and also the fees and expenses. We had our prepaid gratuities, which was $96, and then we also had our Carnival Vacation Package protection, which was $98. So anytime we travel, we don't do that without doing any type of travel insurance. Our Carnival pre-voyage extras was $204. We had the bottomless bubbles for 2 people, which was $50. We had the premium Wi-Fi for 1 device, which was $64 for the entire cruise. So we would switch back and forth between my phone and his phone. We had a water 12 pack, which was $15. So when we got to the cruise, the water was already in the room with Carnival. And then we got our picture package, which was $100, and that included 5 8x10 photos for us. Transportation was $161, and that was $35 from the airport to our hotel. That was $30 from the hotel to the cruise port, $36 from the cruise port back to the airport, and then it was $60 for our airport parking, which was $12 a day for 5 days. Anytime we go on a plane, we always drive to the airport and park there so that we don't have to wait on anyone to pick us up. Shore excursion was $332, and that was Atlantis tickets of $295 for 1 child and 1 adult. And then the food while we were at Atlantis was $37. I will suggest, though, that if you are going to do Atlantis, don't wait to get your tickets. The closer you get to the day, the more they raise the price up. Our onboard spending was $295. So drinks for me was $153 because I did not get the drink package. Arcade was $102, and that was for both me and my son. And then treats and miscellaneous things, so we got like a couple of souvenirs to take home, was $40. Our travel food cost was $256. So that's any food related to the trip outside of Atlantis and the cruise. So that was food while we were at the airport. When we came in the day before and stayed in Miami, that was all the food costs associated with that, $256. So the total cost for our trip was $2,880, which was $1,440 a person for a 5-day trip. And then that came up to $576 a day, or $288 a person. Now, there were some ways I feel like we could have saved money and cut costs. The first one was we would have got an ocean view room. We literally only stayed on the balcony 2 times. Anytime we were in the room, the only time we were in the room was when we were sleeping or changing our clothes. Any other time we were either eating, roaming around the ship, we were at the pool, or we were doing our excursion. We did like the light that we received from the balcony, but you can get that same thing with the ocean view room. Next, I would have only ordered the bottomless bubbles for my son. I don't drink pop, so I felt like it was a waste. I only got pop because I got the package. So I definitely would have got that for him because he does drink pop. Next, I would not have ordered water in the room. We had our refillable water bottles, so we just could have filled it up when we were eating, which we did do a few times, and we ended up leaving quite a few water bottles when we left the cruise. Next, I wouldn't get the picture package unless you just want some family photos. The price was $100 for 5 8x10s, which is a good price because if you would have got them individually, they would have been about $30 or $35 a picture. then I would have picked a cheaper or no excursion at all. This is our first time going to Nassau, Bahamas, and we heard many good things about Atlantis, which it was very nice. But we did not get to do a lot of things at Atlantis because of time constraints. But it was definitely beautiful. I would definitely go back there and stay and get to see what it has to offer. So let me know what you think. Do you think this was a good value? Do you think it was too much for a 5-day trip for 2 people, including a child? First cruise. Let me know. So hit that thumbs up button, like and subscribe, leave a comment, and then you can also send us an email. That's independentitineraries@gmail.com. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.